I have made 8, yes, 8 builds on NBA 2K24, and this is the only build where I feel like I completely nailed it. This build is a masterpiece, y'all. You will not find a better PG build on YouTube on NBA 2K24. You just won't. This build is for competitive players. This is for FIVEs, for rec, for Pro-Am, for stage. If you're playing with a competitive team, this build has no defense. This is a disclaimer. This is for Pro-Am. This is for competitive rec. This is for stage. This is for good PGs, right? And this is the only build where I feel like I've completely just didn't screw anything up, used every single attribute to make this build completely overpowered. I've scored 100 points against competitive Pro-Am players. I've beaten 2K pros. I've beaten Joe Knows. I've beaten La Monsta. I've won tournaments and leagues with this build. It's completely broken. You're fast. You can shoot. You can pass. It's completely broken, and we are going to get into the build right now. Now, just looking at some of the accolades that I have here right there, that was a 100-point game versus some actual Pro-Am players. Those guys have 97 steal and 95 steal. The guys guarding me. 50-point game versus the guys in my league. I was the #1 rated point guard in our draft league, in our March Madness draft league. I got drafted 2nd overall. Averaged a little more than 30 points per game. And then, yeah, so here's the build template. 6'4" height. If you guys don't know, that height gets contested less than every other height in this game besides 6'6" and 6'5". 175 pounds and the 6'4" wingspan. And then going into the stats. So I've got no finishing. I've got an 84 mid-range and a 98 3. Now, this might be controversial for you guys. Well, Marauder, I like layups. I like to dunk the ball. That's cool. In competitive Pro-Am, in competitive rec in general, if I have my guy beat, right? Let's say I beat my guy down the court, right? If I go to the rim, someone's going to be able to rotate, and by that point, our advantage is already gone. If you have your guy beat on this build, you have to have the fat stop in your bag, some type of crab move. On top of that, mid-ranges are completely overpowered. With the 84 mid-range, you get the gold mini magician, which is automatic. It's so hard to miss middies, especially with that gold mid-range magician. You guys know that. And if you guys, you want to be able to, you want to 3-hunt with this build. If you can't knock down a shot with a 98 3, plus boost, plus all these Hall of Fame badges, plus your lethal zones, I don't know what to tell you. Hall of Fame Agent 3s, Hall of Fame Blinders, Gold Deadeye, Hall of Fame Limitless Rage, Hall of Fame Green Machine, Hall of Fame Open Looks, Gold Mini Magician, Hall of Fame Quarter Specialist. The shooting on this build is completely busted. On top of that, we are going to get into the playmaking, which makes this build even more broken. But as you guys can see, I have I got a couple of purple playmaking badges on top of this. So when you have a 98 3-pointer with all these Hall of Fame badges, add that with all these Hall of Fame playmaking badges in the hands of a good player, best build on 2K. If you're watching this, and for some reason you're not a PG, if you're watching this and you're a PG, but you usually got a lot of dunk or a lot of layup on your build, you like to drive, you like to 5 out, you've never really used screens before, I encourage you to try to make this build. Why? Here's why. There is not another build on the game higher than 6'4", and just in general, that gets 98 3 and Hall of Fame Speed Booster. On top of that, you've got all the best dribble moves in the game. You've got the best height, 6'4". If you've got Patty Mills, it's even more unfair. You've got all these Hall of Fame shooting badges. It's such an easy game to shoot on. This is the best 2K to try to start running PG. It's so easy to dribble. Everything you shoot is open. Guys, try it. This is the best build on the game. I wouldn't even say like the best PG build. Just straight up, this is the best build in the game. You can't make a more broken build than this. No other build can, like, there's no weakness to this build. Now, I'm going to go into the passing stats a little bit, the ball handle stats, the defense, right? And I know some people want some steal on their build. Some people might be a little bit worried about the passing stats. I'm going to go into that in a second. I encourage you guys to try this build. Sincerely, there's no better PG build on this game. This is the build that I load up with. This is the build that I've won tons of tournaments with, tons of leagues with. Let's get into the other stats. Now, first thing that's going to come up that might catch your eye, obviously I've got the 95 ball handle, the 91 speed with ball, and the 93 acceleration. That gives you the Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame speed booster, gold killer combos, gold unpluckable. And I got the 99 stamp. So obviously you can dribble all you want, unlocks every single dribble move in the game. Super important. Now, some of you guys might be a little bit concerned about the 77 pass accuracy. If you guys don't know, 77 pass accuracy, I would never go lower than that on any build. But why I went 77 pass accuracy? Go watch some of my Pro-Am games. Go watch some of my rec games. Go watch some of my streams. I say it all the time. The best way to be a good passer is to be a good scorer. Go watch my last live stream that I put up. I scored 86 points and still had 20 assists because my team was getting so open because I had 86 points. When you score the ball so much, passes become easy to make. That's what I want you guys to do. It's really hard to say that. You shouldn't have to force passes with this build. Become such a threat on offense that passes become easy. Because this build is truly broken on offense. You're insanely fast. You've got all these Hall of Fame badges. Your build demands 2 defenders. Always. Sincerely, always. So from that 77 pass accuracy gives you the bronze Neil Threader. The passing on this build, that's all you need. You see I'm throwing, all my passes are sharp. They're on time. I'm throwing them from half court right in my guy's chest. That's all you need is the 77 pass accuracy. With that being said, this is the end of the video, guys. If you guys learned anything from this video, I'd really appreciate, a like, a sub, whatever you got. We just hit 5,000 subscribers. I want to touch on that really quick. Guys, the last 2 months of my life have sincerely been the best 2 months of my life. Not to get all soft with you guys, but I've been super motivated and really continue to pump out the best content I can do. I mean, we don't gatekeep. This sincerely is the best PG build on the game. This is the build that I load up with every single time I go into Pro-Am. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. If someone's looking to make a PG, if someone's PG build stinks and you want to put on a new one, this is the best build on the game. With that being said, thank you guys. I will catch you guys next time. And peace out.